first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
26-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Amari Cooper.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try again with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Cowboys 0.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Ravens 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He was brought
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Prescott's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
A 6-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now look at him go. 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And a Cowboy first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Dallas.
On first and 10, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to Amari.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now it's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott now from the 50. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Prescott yet again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
For the point after.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go screen. This is Ingram. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
At the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Open man Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown Baltimore. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Ravens 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
There you go. There you go.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
He was taken down.
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well,
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Third and long for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Ingram again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 29.
But they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's good.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Cowboys 28, Ravens 25.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
25.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Smith catches left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And goal.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Cowboys 42, Ravens 25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 42. Ravens 32.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go down Elliott again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Thomas. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. One last shot for Jackson, and this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tonight's Final score, Cowboys.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here